What's up, YouTube fans? Today we're going to take a look at the Transformers Kingdom Cheetor. So this continues their wave 1 of their Kingdom figures. I got this a while ago with the rest of the wave. I just haven't had a chance to look at it. So many figures came at the same time. But here he is out of the package. This one is interesting. I'll be honest, this isn't my favorite of all of them. But I'm going to try to be objective in this review if I can. But here we go. Let's take a quick 360. He does come with one accessory, which is already his hand, and that's this tail here. I'll just take that out for a second. There's the front. You got that pretty cool chest there. Iconic looking. You got blue paint here, and here. Here's the side. Backpack does have the legs on him, which is accurate to at least the original Beast Wars show. We haven't seen these characters in the new show, so we don't know what they're going to look like, but imagine something like this. You do have some paint here, which we'll see more of in the Cheetah mode. But all in all, it looks pretty good. Here's the tail. It does have a painted tip there. And it does fit in his hand. It's just a little bit awkward. The shape of it kind of makes it tough to pose and make it look cool. Unfortunately, it's a weird weapon. But I think he looks good overall. Let's go over articulation. The head is a little bit wonky because it sits forward on the neck, but it does articulate. It goes all the way around, and then it goes up. And doesn't go down, but it goes up quite a bit. The shoulder is on a rotation joint here, and it can bend in and out, so he can come across his chest if he needs to. You have a single jointed elbow, but it gets you past 90 degrees. You'll have a waist swivel. Gets you almost all the way around. Hip joint kicks up to there. Back to there, a little hindered, but you can work around that if you need to. And out to the side, all on friction. Rotation at the mid-thigh. Single jointed knee gets you up to there. You have an ankle rocker back and forth, and an ankle tilt inwards all the way out. Not much of this direction, just mostly this direction. So not too bad on the articulation. And sorry, his hand also rotates here as well. And there's Cheetor with his Maximal friends, although we don't know if they're called Maximals on the show. We have yet to see these guys on the show. But they are. It looks good together. I mean, the scale seems right, but again, we don't know what they're going to look like on the show. So maybe they won't even appear on the show. I'm not really sure. But I am happy that they're giving us these collection of Beast Wars. Right, now let's get him transformed into his Cheetah mode. So go ahead and take the tail out. Take the legs and fold the feet in so that they stick out of the back like that. Go ahead and fold this, same thing. And come to the front. Unfurl these legs. Come to down here and turn his head around. You do have to lift it up and then turn around, and then it'll sit like that. Then take this head, unpeg that from the chest. It's basically tabbed on right there. And pull that up, and that's going to sit on top of his robot head like that. And you can close his mouth like so. Go ahead and take these arms and straighten them out. And they are going to line up here on the side, so you can just do that now. Same with the hands. They're going to line up here. So do this on the other side. Go ahead and line this up. Alright, now we got those hands kind of lined up. Go ahead and take these panels out. And now go ahead and close up this panel and get this pegged together. And make sure you have these panels straight. And then you can close these. Put the legs down into a more natural position. Same on the front. And then the last step, go ahead and take his tail and just stick that right into his butt. There's no other way around it. That's just how it is. And there is Cheetor in his beast mode. Pretty good looking beast mode. Get that Nice detail on the spots there. A little bit different than the Cheetor from the cartoon, because he looks more like a real cheetah and less like the cartoon or the animated cheetah. The texturing on here just looks more natural than it does on the cartoon. But here's the face, really good looking. The mouth does open and close. Unfortunately, the head doesn't move. I wish it would go up, because when you put it down on the ground, he's looking down, and I kind of want him looking up a little bit, but that's really all he can do. He can't really bend upwards, unfortunately. You can move his arms all the way around and in and out, so he's got that. Can get a wide stance. He has a elbow here that goes up to there and back to there, and then a paw that's on a ball joint, so it can go rotate all the way around and up and down. So you can get some dynamic poses. Unfortunately, his head doesn't really pose. On the back, the tail doesn't move. This leg goes back and forth all the way up and down. You can get it in and out, although it starts to break the sculpt if you bring it too far out. And then this bottom leg does bend, and then this toe is also on a ball joint. And there he is next to the Kingdom Rat Trap. So they look good together. Generally speaking, all of these Kingdom Beast figures look good together and scale well together. Let's get him back into his robot mode, and then we'll do final thoughts. So go ahead and reverse. We'll pull the tail out. Go ahead and take these legs, and you can flip this out and around. Same with this one. Go ahead and flip the leg out. Flip this around. And this just sits on the knee like that. Go ahead and open up the chest. And you can take these panels and get them pegged back in for his abdomen. These hands are just going to sit in there, but you can rotate the fists. So you get the elbow to the front and then the fist to the front. Same on this side. Make sure you have the fist rotated to the front. Fold the cheetah head down. Open up the mouth all the way. Leave these panels open a little bit, because you need a little bit of space to be able to get this head in here, and then close these around it. There you go, there's the look. And finally turn his head around and to come to the back here, and you can kind of fold it like the original or the masterpiece and just kind of fold them onto the back like that, so they're less obtrusive, but they don't peg together or anything like that. So final thoughts on Cheetor. He's pretty cool. Honestly, his robot mode, for whatever reason, he's very limited in terms of posing. I tried to get a good pose on him. This is the best I could do. T-Man could probably do better than me, but it's just a little limited, especially in the knees. There's a lot of limitation there, and then the arms as well. They just feel like, they're awkward. The arms are a little bit long. And most of these figures have been really nice in terms of their proportions, articulation. This one is kind of the first one I feel is a little bit of a letdown in terms of its overall aesthetic and proportions. Regardless, though, I still recommend it. If you're picking up these Beast Wars characters for from Kingdom, then you're going to want this as part of that collection. Although I would argue this is the weakest of all the Beast Wars figures we've gotten so far. Even Rat Trap, I think this is actually by far the weakest of all of them. But that's really it for today. Thanks for watching. We will have a few more Beast Wars figures to take a look at soon. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.